Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is David Dye with Rock Hard Live. I am sitting here with members of Superjoint Ritual, or should I say Superjoint now?
Superjoint.
Yeah, all right. And so for the fans out there that have not got to see you guys, or some new fans out there in the world that haven't, can you guys please tell them your name from stage left to yourself?
Well, we have Jimmy Bauer, and then myself, Steve, and then we have
The elusive Kevin Bond, Philip, and myself, Blue. But me and Steve are also in Philip H. Anselmo and the Illegals.
All right. And what members? What instruments do you guys play yourselves?
I play drums.
yeah, I'm on bass for this.
All right, so cool, and you guys are coming back here to the Ace of Spades. Have you guys both played Ace of Spades before?
Yeah,
in Sacramento.
we've done this a couple times, I believe.
Okay, cool.
Great venue, yeah.
Welcome back, guys. I'm glad to be a part of this interview. I haven't had a chance to interview you myself yet, so thank you guys for coming back to Sacramento. And how's the tour been so far with Devil Driver and King Parrot and all those good bands?
This is definitely the biggest bill we've ever taken out on the road. It's 5 bands. You have King Parrot, Child Bite, Cane Hill, Devil Driver, and ourselves. So it's definitely been kind of packed in tight in some of these venues, but same with people, man. Lots of people been coming out to the shows, been having a good time, and it's been mainly good vibes this tour so far. We've been really high as well.
Hell yeah, you guys are tearing that up, man. And I got a question on Devil Driver, man. I love seeing Devil Driver play with you guys. Did you guys pick them?
What? Did we pick them?
Yeah.
Yeah, in a way, I don't know if we picked them or if the opportunity came up. Des contacted us, and I don't know if anybody knows the history between Devil Driver and Superjoint, but Superjoint actually took Devil Driver out on one of their very first tours. I believe, if not Devil Driver, I'm pretty sure it was Devil Driver when they first came out. So they have a long-standing history and relationship. Philip and Des have been friends for years. So I think it was just one of those things like, hey, man, let's get together and see what happens. But we picked each other.
That's good, man. And I'm excited what you guys have to unleash out there tonight in Sacramento. And I'm stoked that you guys picked them as one of your bands. And I mean, they came together to be a part of this and show.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think it's going to be a good compliment. I can't speak much about the other bands. I haven't seen them.
King Parrot slaying every night.
Yeah.
King Parrot, Child Bite.
Hell yeah.
Child Bite, King Parrot, Child Bite, King Parrot.
That's good. And what about Cane Hill? I mean, have they been?
Cane Hill, every band's tearing it up. Get here early to catch the the earlier bands, and I don't know, shows. Doors have been opening pretty early on this run. Couple local acts on every show, so they've been starting around 5:30, 6. So get here early to catch Child Bite and Cane Hill and then King Parrot, man.
Good. And you're happy with the local bands as well that's been opening up too?
Yeah, they've been all right. All the local bands that from here and the future on the rest of the tour, just bring your A game.
Right.
That's right. You got to on Superjoint and Devil Driver combo. Where King Parrot and
King Parrot, the Australian boys. They're awesome.
They set the bar, man.
Yeah, they do.
That's good. And so I'm gonna jump right in. You guys, I'm gonna talk about your CD. It's called "Caught Up in Gears of Application."
Right.
Yeah.
Nice. Can you guys tell us about that and the processes of the album? And
man, we just got together and just started whipping out the riffs and just had fun with it, and came together pretty quick,
Good. Pretty solid recording, and you guys got it out on.
Yeah, it's the usual process that we take, Just
it's been
double mic.
It's usually double mic. Get the feedback going. No, like Steve said, the riffs come out quick, and then Philip usually has an idea or a theme in his head for lyrics. even if he has no words, you know, he might just have a meter, and everything rolls pretty fast. This record came together very, very fast, and he had a lot of one-liners, lots of little pieces that just really grew really quickly. And Philip is the man. He's always been the best at that. To me, hands down, he's probably one of the best writers in the world as far as songwriters. Like, if you can listen to any project he's ever been in and anything he's ever done, and the lyrics and make sense. Like, you can take any of your favorite bands and you can pick a song that sounds hokey as fuck or like uncharacteristic, but when you listen to something that he wrote, the way he said it, it's the law. You know what I mean? So. And he's also very quick at doing it. He's a fucking genius. So
that's good. And you guys are a part of that. You guys are a part of the Superjoint ritual family here. You guys are fucking shredding shit up and beating the hell out of the drums and
beating it.
Like it owes you money.
No, it does owe me money.
So my next question is the one of the fans in Florida goes, have you guys got to check out I know that Phil is very fans of the boxing. Have you guys yourselves got to or fans or maybe watched any of the recent boxing matches, and your take on these?
I haven't watched any recently. Just some old reruns I was watching the other day. I don't know about you.
I did. I watched the Triple G fight, Canelo fight. That was awesome.
One for the greats.
I hate to say it, but I mean, I'm pretty sure Triple G just won it. He was just a little bit more active. Sorry, Canelo. I wanted you to win, bud. And then I also watched the McGregor-Mayweather fight, which ended up exactly how everybody thought was gonna end up. But I was never a huge boxing fan until I really started watching it with Philip and seeing just how strategic it was, you know what I mean? But there is something to be said from the classic fights, like Steve was saying, watching reruns. There's just this fucking pure athleticism that there was back in the day that you kind of have, like in Mayweather and McGregor. Like, the dudes are top notch, but just the fucking anger or whatever the fuck they had back in the day, because it wasn't for millions and millions of dollars. It was for peanuts in comparison. And it just, I don't know. Anytime I see a Mike Tyson montage, I'll fucking watch that shit anytime I can.
Yeah, and the ESPN rewinds and shit.
Everything, dude.
That was exciting times for boxing with Mike Tyson era. That was great.
Yeah, I was young, and I remember looking at the TV, and my family was gathered around. You know, nowadays it's all about the UFC, but back then I was like, what are you guys doing? Yeah. Oh, we ordered the pay-per-view. Who's fighting? Mike Tyson. Bam, Lennox Lewis. Somebody's going on, you know?
Okay. Yeah, it's 5 seconds later. It's over.
Yeah. Now you can't even keep up with half these younger guys boxing. You just watching. You're just like, oh, okay. No. Yeah, especially like Vladimir Klitschko holding on to his title for 5 years. You're kind of like, oh shit.
That's the good thing about Philip, is that he's a walking encyclopedia for boxing. So we don't have to keep up with it, because when we come over, we're just like, hey, get us up to speed, and he fucking lets us know what's going on. Like, I only name dropped those two big fights because they were big fights, and they were, you know, I mean, before that, Manny's fight with Mayweather.
I mean, those were the ones that the fans wanted to ask you about. So when we air this on TV and YouTube, they get to see your guys' opinion about it. So that's what
you got what you wanted.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
And so I'm going to go to the next one, which is basically they want to ask, did you guys get involved in anything with Housecore Records, like any of the bands or anything like that, or recommending bands to get on there to, you know, for the record label?
Say it one more time.
I said, are you guys get to like I know you guys are doing
check out like the submissions and stuff
like that? Or any, like if like a band comes up and they're like, hey man, check out this band, and pass it along.
You know, because I mean, I think that's how King Parrot got on board. Somebody was like, hey man, check these dudes out, and you know,
that's respectful. That's cool.
Oh, yeah.
That's cool, because, you know, most days they're just like, most people are like, you know, leave it up to him, you know, or whatever. But at least you guys are, you know, somebody want to know if you guys would pass the word along. So just in case, if there's a band that watches it and goes, you know, I'm going to fucking come and bring my A game.
Yeah. When we see something, we're like, man, you need to check this out, and, you know.
we like bands that make waves. And you don't necessarily need to be the heaviest band in the world. Heavy can be lots of different languages, but yeah, bring your fucking A game, because there's
everybody
a lot
be
of
original, man. That's
I can appreciate that, because I've liked a lot of
else,
different stuff too. That's, like you said, original, and just because it's not the same thing over and over again. There's a lot of bands that are.
And quick plug, if you are serious about sending us your material, please go to thehousecorerecords.com. You can find all the necessary links there and get your music directly to us. Contrary to popular belief, we, as a band, including Philip, do take the time to listen to submissions. If you feel like your band has sent something and we've never gotten back to you, don't give up. It's just expensive.
or they just got to go from a B- to an A, right?
Just bring the A game.
Because, there might be somebody who's almost there, and you're like, give it a little bit more.
Yeah, but also, if you have 100 really good bands, I mean, how do you fucking differ from once? And then you whittle it down, well, who's touring? Well, 50 of them are touring. How many of them can survive on their own, have their own van and equipment? Another, that's 25. So there's ways of weeding through it, but...
How crazy was that letter that you sent with your submission?
Did you make us laugh? No. We've listened to CDs of, I think people just didn't think we would ever listen to it, so it's like weird ambient noise, like maybe it's fucking creepy shit. We've listened to some creepy fucking shit. I don't think we've ever talked about that, but yeah, we've listened to some weird shit before. But who are we to be like, well, that's bullshit? Like, that might be somebody seriously attempting to make art. Well, if that's the case, more power to you.
That's good. And what's gonna and I'm gonna jump over to this the recent show that you guys did, the Rock and Shock Festival.
Yeah.
Did you guys have fun on that show? I mean, was it okay or?
Yeah, that was the horror convention we went to.
Rock and Shock.
On the Danzig's tour, right?
Oh yeah, last year. Yeah. That was fun.
Yeah. I was gonna ask you guys about that. And what it was like playing with the. What happened?
What I remember was fun. Yeah.
Oh, you got a story.
No, it's just a blur. That's just Steve's reaction was the punchline for me. It was fun.
I got nervous for a second. I thought I fucked something up over here. So I'm like, wait a minute,
Asking me to remember a gig is like,
No,
but a festival though. I mean,
it's easier to remember a shitty gig than a good gig, unless like an awesome story or something happened off stage. But I mean, good gigs tend to you hold on to it. But man, a bad gig.
Is that when we played with Doyle in the Wednesday 13 band?
I think
was
so.
That show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They said that it was it had
There's a bunch of dudes on there.
Yeah,
was the Devil Wears Prada or something?
Oh yeah, Amity Affliction, Devil Driver.
Yeah.
There was a Motionless in White, Ministry.
I don't remember all that, but we might have never played that day.
Yeah. It was 2 days, right? Is it a 2-day thing?
Yeah.
Is it a 2-day festival? All right. Yeah. No, but I remember we walked around the horror convention. That was pretty cool. It's really. It's a blessing to be able to be out here and do music and play music, and then to be able to go and do other shit like that, like go to the beach or go to a fucking horror convention. It's attached to your concert. It's like those little victories like that, in the grand scheme, make it all worthwhile and shit. Like, we're gonna end the tour in Orlando, and we're probably gonna get mopeds again.
Nice.
Mopeds.
That's dope, man. And I was just thinking about that too. And
I'm dope on mopeds.
Quadrophenia.
Quadrophobic.
Phenia.
Phenia
quadrophobic.
Big Fredia? Big quadrophedia. All right.
And no, that's cool. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for some, some interaction, some fun like that. You guys definitely deliver, man. I gotta say, this is my first time doing an interview with you guys. Hopefully not the last.
No, hopefully not the last.
You're just lucky you didn't get Jimmy on this equation.
Yeah.
This was shit. No sense at all.
No. Yeah. My last 2 interviews with Jimmy Bauer didn't go too well. They were very non-informative. They were fun. They were fun to watch. Jimmy Cab's one. It's pretty bad. The last one me and Steve did together, we stayed laid up on the couch, and I don't think we moved one bit. But that's because our interviewer brought us edibles.
We just.
Oh, okay. Well, next time. All right, I'm delivering the edibles. I know now. I got you. See, I'm a little slacking. I'm trying to get
it's
with the
Superjoint, not soup or joint. Soupe joint.
Hey, wait a minute. Now you're gonna tease me, and the guy's holding the water bottle. Where's the beer?
Oh.
I'm just playing. I'm probably getting beat up after this interview.
I don't drink, actually.
I gotta hydrate the system, man.
That's it. Hey, you guys are doing it. I want to ask you guys one more thing. Well, a fan is.
No.
Oh, come on. No. The fan though. They said that. And I don't know if it's true or not, but
Who is this? The fan.
This guy is a guy from Arizona. And he messaged me, and he said, I wanted to know something, because I come out to California, and I go to the Aftershock Festival, I come to Ozfest, I come to Knotfest, which I'm wearing the Ozfest shirt. They want to know, how come is it you guys haven't played that festival? Somebody, he's under the suspicion.
Which one?
Aftershock, Knotfest, or Ozfest. And they say that it's because advertisers are scared to touch your bands. Maybe the guys in the office, they heard it and they say, oh, fuck.
Well, they might be fucking scared. Fuck them. I mean, we're still out here doing the same thing that we've ever done. Anybody that has an issue or wants to bring that shit up, I'll tell you right now, as I'm full-blooded Mexican from Texas, from Fort Worth, Texas, born and raised, and I've been working with Philip. I'm 27 this year. I've been working with him for almost a decade, and he's helped me build my life around music and taken me all over the world. So a big fuck you to anybody that wants to try to say shit about. I mean, he's my friend.
Oh yeah. No, this one was.
It's like. It's for me, it's non-existent. Like, fuck them. If they don't want to work with us, they don't want to work with us. We're still here, and we got an awesome crew, and fuck, man, the proof is in the pudding. The fans are still coming to the shows, and y'all still want to see us, and we still want to be here. So that's all we can do, is to prove to the fans that we want to put out good music for them to fucking come see us, man. But if anybody's scared to fuck with us, then we don't want to fuck with you either.
We're just the underdogs, dude. That's all.
Well, I mean, have you guys been offered to play, like, maybe the Aftershock Festival or anything in the past?
I don't know. I mean, I think it just became like some kind of little bump in the road, but we still have our own. I mean, we're still obviously, have our agencies and our own friends and stuff, but with people like Dez and Devil Driver, this is what we're trying to do. We don't want to shut ourselves off from the entire metal community or anything like that. We just, Philip owns a record label. He owns Housecore Records, so we like to tour with housecore bands. It just makes sense.
It does, and it's nice. I mean, you guys are bringing up these bands, and you never know. One of these bands, 20 years from now, could be the future.
King Parrot is the future. Childbite is the future. They are, and hands down. We had several other acts on there, like the band that I used to be in, Warbeast, could have been. But sadly, our singer got throat cancer, and you had bands on the label like Harp and stuff like that.
They're actually the now, and they're being missed out on.
Who's your guys' favorite on the record label right now?
Favorite band on the label?
Yeah.
That's probably King Parrot.
Yeah, not to be show favoritism, but King Parrot's ripping it up right now. Yeah. And then Childbite, man. Yeah, two of the bands that we interact with the most, really.
That's good.
Yeah, those are the homeboys. But I mean, you also have Honky that's on the record label. Honky, badass fucking super boogie trio from Texas. I Hate God's on the label.
Oh, that's yeah.
I think Scour's on the label, so another Philip project. We got all kinds of shit going, man. And like I said, we're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
But nobody wanted to ask the right fucking questions from the right people, because they wanted sensationalism. They didn't want realism.
Yeah.
Which the reality is that everybody's still having fucking fun, right?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Christ.
Well, I mean, hey, if they're hating, fuck it, you know. I mean, but the good part is that people want to see you on. At least people are asking the questions. They want to see you guys on the festival. So if any of those festival promoters are watching our show, which I know one of them does, give them a chance. You know, bring them out to one of these shows.
Hey, you want to have a good time? Come to the Superjoint show.
We'll make it worth your while.
Good time for all.
See, there you go. And I want to thank you guys for taking part in this interview. If you guys want to give the fans your outing, we're going to let you guys go. And thank you guys very much for letting Rock Hard Live be a part of your day.
Right on.
This is a mic for you and mic for him. Go ahead and tell the fans whatever you want.
Go ahead, Blue. Kick it.
All right, thehousecorerecords.com for anything and everything housecore, Superjoint, Philip related. I want to drop the mic, but it'll just hurt it, so I'm not gonna.